it's so great.
Didn't they play Muda?
Yeah, they used to play Muda too.
That's that finger game. You know how to play Muda?
No. Don't know what
they
that
go
is.
like this.
Mumble
They
peg?
three.
No.
Oh,
they
look,
go
look,
Three, cuatro, Muda.
and whoever comes out with the right number wins.
Oh, wow.
In other words, if you say 4, and you have 2 fingers, and I have 2 fingers, well, I win.
You get,
Because I said cuatro.
You go like
Oh.
I can remember seeing
That's a
them play
pre-internet,
that.
right?
Not your dad, but I remember guys at
That's
the
what they
Italian
call
club.
Yeah, I used to do that.
They used to do that.
And bocce.
Bocce
that,
ball,
you know.
yeah.
Oh, we still. I tell you what.
That's big now.
Oh yeah.
She is really good.
We played at a winery a couple weeks ago.
Oh, did you?
I kicked it.
Did you get better with the more wine you had?
I got experience. I said, honey, my daddy taught me how to do this. And they were laughing because I was throwing the ball like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dad would
ball
go.
like that. I'm like, no, you go like that.
Oh.
And we used to play right out here.
Go this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
used to play back.
Oh, that's
Play back
what's
then.
back
So-
I have a bocce.
Old-fashioned
You still have that
bocce
set?
thing back there.
Now the ball.
When you get right. Que la luna me se There we go. Okay, what's the song? What's the one that you guys?
That's
that
a
you
Southern
and Dad sang?
Italian song. We're Cuban.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't want to sing that one. I want to sing the one that you and Dad used to
We're
sing.
Cuban. You know, I can't
Oh,
remember.
presto, indite barara. Oh, yeah, it's the wrong key, sorry.
Oh, the wrong key.
Presto, presto, chiamando tore. E presto, presto, chiamando tore. E presto, presto, chiamando tore. Okay. Let's see.
Quando?
When the border.
Should not be.
La pinota, le del ballo, the ballo. La pinota, le del ballo. Help me out, ladies. La pinota, le del ballo, del ballo. Quando stai a metà del ballo e quando stai a metà del ballo e la pinota. Take a breath. Drink. Me too. Okay, let's have a break.
Boy, you guys can sing. My goodness.
Isn't that beautiful?
I've never seen it.
Okay, let me see if let me see if I can get that.
Look at that.
I have never seen anything like
Those
that.
are flowers?
That's cool.
Oh my gosh,
That's
that
cool
is
looking
beautiful.
birthday.
You're so lucky so many people love you.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. Haven't seen you for a long time.
And this is Kenny, my husband.
Hi,
This is my
hi, nice
cousin,
to meet you.
and-
Nice to
and-
meet you.
The celebrities made it.
Hey, we came.
Here.
I know. Right, oh my God, so good to see you.
Oh, careful. Yeah, I know, we have a few flowers around.
Matt,
How are you?
Good.
Fine, everything's over there in
Hey.
our territory.
Good. All right.
Yeah?
We're hanging in there.
Yeah, that's really great.
I was gonna wear my Notre Dame stuff.
Well, you should
Hey,
have.
how's it going? How are you? All right.
Well, yeah, absolutely, we should have. Notre Dame.
Throw it against the wall. If it sticks, it's done.
There you go. That's right. Okay, I'm gonna make a stop.
That's the Italiano way.
Ooh, and it's hot. Okay, am I on video?
You're on video.
Oh, it's not done.
No, it has to hit the wall, not a door.
Well, don't be throwing that against, oh.
Hey!
Looks like everybody's hard at work. Because, do I have to sit at the little kid table?
I actually made that a couple nights ago.
Oh, that's
We took down our decorations. Oh, like 20 photos. Oh, yeah. So we just like need that. Yeah. A lot of fun.
Marcia.
Oh, hey, Dan.
It's been a long time since I've seen you. You look great. So glad you came. Oh, yeah. I'm waiting. We make a really like our munchies. Oh, this is going great. Oh, good. Happy birthday, Graham. What a
That's just sing again.
We probably will.
Oh,
I mean, I think
happy
we're
birthday!
thank you.
That was a surprise birthday party for you.
Where should Oh no. Okay, Aunt Edie, you can sit back down. I think.
This is typical Italian. The women are dancing.
I said this to you guys, haven't you? And it goes back and forth, O-H-I-L.
There goes your mom. Oh my God, this is great. Oh, you really love the dance, I'll tell you.
Yeah!
She loves to dance. More old than I do.
24-year-old.
I did.
My cousin's 24. She got me some. They play. We've said each other traditional dance and French dance, country. They have
One of my
stuff
favorite
that we do.
things.
And then they play what is it about it? You know, the one graduation party this summer, they had it.
His cousin, they're real Italian. Well, I mean, we're all, I mean, like they live the real Italian.
I made a little bit of it for myself the other day, and I just like.
Hello. You should have. But I guess you were very proud of it, you know.
His boss.
There you go. Very great.
You know how you stay married for 40 years?
In Mexico.
They always win.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to talk about something that Grammy doesn't do well. But it's okay, because it always turns out well, even though she doesn't do well. Has anyone ever had Grammy try to tell them a joke she really, really likes? Because one of two things happens. Either she forgets the punchline or messes up the punchline. Puts the punchline in the joke, goes, wait, stop, go back, you know, or if she does manage to remember it, because it's a joke she really likes, she's usually laughing so hard by the time she reaches the punchline. I think I still have about 5 jokes I'm trying to figure out.
Amen.
First of all, thanks everybody for being here. Of course, this is for Grammy, Vi, Grandma, Mom, your 95th birthday, and that's really amazing if you think about it.
Yep.
You're 5 years from the century mark, and you've got to hit that because your oldest great-grandchild graduates from high school 3 years after that. So, and we plan on seeing you there.
Yeah.
So it is wonderful to have everybody in this room with all these all the different family members and different relationships that are represented in the room. And I found it very interesting that this was put together with a hat on, a goofy pink cowboy hat, because I wanted to talk about all of the different hats one accumulates across 95 years.
Wow.
And a lot of those hats are represented in this room today with your relationships to all of these different people that you're amongst right now. I think first of all, of course, sitting closest to you, sisters. Okay, all the wonderful years growing up in Apollo. I was trying to plug you guys for some memories last night. I got a couple of things about a schoolhouse and a fire and being afraid of Graham. Sounds like, you know, that wonderful childhood growing up, and of course your sisters become your lifelong companions and friends. And then of course, as a mother to the 4 wonderful daughters that are here with us today, your 4 wonderful daughters and everything that you've done to raise them to be such accomplished and successful women. And then, you know, along their sides, of course, there are husbands, your sons-in-law, and I'd almost drop the in-law, and they would probably agree. You're so close family-wise. You're more mother than mother-in-law, and we recognize that. And then, of course, you're an aunt to several people in the room, probably known as the fun aunt that shows up and parties a lot. Frank Sinatra music and a couple martinis and whatever else. And then, of course, getting closer to me, of course, as a grandmother, growing up, and your 4 grandchildren, 4 of us, 3 of us here. You know, as the grandma who spoiled us with some great cooking, kissed a lot of boo-boos, probably gave us some extra cake when our parents weren't looking. So thank you for that. And then the next step, of course, is great-grandchild. And you have 6 now, 5 or 6 great-grandchildren, all the way down there. And of course, as a wonderful great-grandmother, these children probably don't relate yet, but they'll realize that they're very blessed to have someone with that much longevity and know their great-grandmother in their lives. Of course, as a great-grandmother, not only you get to do all those grandma things all over again, it's been particularly nice. We've, you know, let you take our kids to a Disney movie on an afternoon and do different things like that. Those are some very wonderful, cherished memories. But perhaps 2 of the hats that are most significant and are not necessarily recognized in this room, at least physically, would be that of you as a daughter and your wonderful mother, Graham, who you're about 2 years away from meeting in terms of longevity, so she's going to do that. You know, and of course, being a wonderful daughter for her, and of course, bringing a family along, all these wonderful roles I'm talking about for her. You've done that over the years. And of course, as a wife with Pete, who's not here with us physically, but of course is with us in spirit. And I know that you know, he's amongst us here today in all we say and everything we talk about. So, with all that being said, I think the one role, the one hat we should most recognize that probably supersedes all of that is, more than anything of all this, I think you are our friend. You are grandmother, great-grandmother, aunt, whatever. But most of all, you're a friend. You're a person we love to spend time with. You're a person that brings blessing to those around you. And of course, you always bring a lot of fun. So, please raise your glass to 95 years.
You're here.
Hip hip.
That's right.
Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, you bet.
Oh, cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Amen.
Cheers, everybody.
And I want to thank everybody for being here. I am blessed with this wonderful family of mine. We've had lots of fun. Singing and Dad playing his banjo. And oh, it's just been a wonderful life.
You want to Stewart.
Younger people, I hope your life is happy and fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Grammy has helped watch the boys maybe one day a week during the summer when I worked, and I'd make a reference to friends, you know, well, and then on Tuesdays, Grammy watches the boys, takes them to a movie, they go out to lunch or something like that. And they're like, oh, Eric's grandma. And I'm like, yeah. And how old is she? You know, somehow, and I said, well, she's, back then, you know, either 90, 91, 92, 93. Really? Wow. And she watches them, takes them to a movie. Yeah, everything's great. It's fine. They're like, you're not worried about that? No, they're in good hands. And then many of them have gotten to meet her. And oftentimes when they have an opportunity to meet her, I need to meet the lady who can watch these two boys.
A special memory or something.
Oh, okay.
And you know, they say nothing says loving like something from the oven.
Yeah.
One thing I remember, and I don't know how many of you do, but every holiday, Mother had a special dessert, a special sweet. We had the pumpkin cookies at Halloween. We had the Santa Claus cookies with the coconut beard. And we had the cupcakes with the coconut topping that was green with the jelly beans. That was for Easter. And we had the little heart-shaped cookies for Valentine's Day. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but anyway, thank you for all the wonderful meals and for all the desserts and
Cookies.
the love that you show through every meal and every little cookie crumb. So thank you so much. You're here.
Memories, it was kind of hard to just pick one, but you know, you've always been just so supportive, and it's just, I think because of that we have such a positive attitude in our family. And you've always made me feel like there isn't anything I can't do if I just go do it. And so that is my greatest blessing from you, so thank you for that. That being said, the most recent fun memory I have was we were at a little bar when last time you visited us in California, and it was a dueling piano bar. And there were piano players, if you've ever seen that dueling piano. Well, they had to take a break. They took a break, and each of my other sisters that were there, Pat and Marcia, got up, and they dueled on the pianos. So we had the whole place rocking. Well, the last thing we did before we left that night was Mom sat up on the piano stool and sang New York, New York with the keyboard player. And I know you've always been a frustrated performer because you used to take the band out of behind the radio and direct the band when you were young.
Oh, when she was young.
So I brought you a microphone so you can sing with, if you'd like, with Frank Sinatra. You can keep this behind your radio at home, and every time Frank
I always said I was a frustrated entertainer.
I want to share a story about when we traveled together, because we've had some fun girl times in our lives when we travel around. And this particular trip, we were going to Oregon to visit Amy. She was doing a PT travel job at the time, so we went to Oregon and visited her. And then we were coming back into California to come down and visit Sue. Well, we crossed the border in Northern California, and when we did, they have like a border guard there, and you have to stop because they don't want any fruit brought into the state without having it declared at the border. So Mom's in the back seat, I'm driving. And we're standing in line. Marcia was with us. We're in line, and I'm waiting to get my car up there. We're talking about it. We have 3 peaches that we brought back from Oregon. What do we do? Do we tell them about our peaches, or what do we do? We thought, oh no, 3 peaches, we won't have to do anything. So we get to the front. Amy, or Mom, I guess is the one that said, "Well, just say we don't have any peaches." So she comes to me and says, "Do you have any fruit?" And I'm going, blah, 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 blah. I said, "No, we don't have any fruit." So now we've decided through the years that we can always say, "We ain't got no peaches." And every time we talk about it,
as soon as we left that place, we just giggled and giggled and giggled. I said, "No, we ain't got no peaches."
So Mom's in the back seat. She can hardly contain herself. She picks up a newspaper and hides her face. I was giggling away. So for you, I have some peaches. You will never have to say, "We ain't got no peaches."
Thank you.
Now you have peaches.
All right.
We got peaches in a 14.
I had met this young man, Jonathan Logan. John Logan was my probably my second boyfriend. And he was just the nicest young man.
I'm sure you were the third, Keith.
So anyway, John showed up at our house one evening. And it was the middle of the night. And when John showed up at our house, he didn't like knock on the door or anything like that. No. Chris and I were asleep up in the room.
I'm sleeping.
And at that time, there were like 2 separate beds. Well, all of a sudden, we hear, and I went, "Oh my God, what is that?" I think that now Chris, you need to help me along with this. I said, "What is that?" And so I think I actually went to the window. Did I not? And I think I and I thought to myself, what is that noise? What is that noise? And I went to the window of the bed, and then all of a sudden, Mom comes over. And she goes, "What is this going on over here?" And she goes, and so the bit is that Mom thinks we must have like.
She's looking out the window and saw a man laying on.
Oh, that's exactly. So she opens up the window and she looks out. She sees a man lying down on the garage. Mom is thinking, "Oh my God, I gotta call the police." So she drops down on the floor, crawls over to the telephone.
I'm pretending I'm asleep.
They pretended they were asleep.
Yeah, because I don't want to tell her. I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh my God. Okay, so here's Mom. She crawls over. Okay, so she goes over to we had one of these little princess phones between the beds. So she picks up the phone and she dials the police. "I think we have a burglar outside the window. I don't know what we're going to do." Oh my God. And so the police knocking on the window.
I knew you were always trouble.
So the policeman goes, "Do you happen to have teenagers?" And then of course the answer goes, well, yes, I do. Okay. Well, the next thing that we hear is, the next thing I see is, woo! It comes like the red light flying up. Okay, so this red light comes flying up, and the next thing I hear is, "Stop or I'll shoot."
Oh, no. Put your hands up.
Oh, put your hands up.
And don't turn around.
Wow,
Okay,
Chris remembers this pretty well.
Well, the only reason I remember is
Yeah,
because
you were asleep, right?
our next door neighbor was getting ready for bed, and his bedroom was next to our garage. So he's getting ready for bed, and he hears, "Put your hands up."
Oh, I thought it was "Stop or I'll shoot." Yeah, so our neighbor, Bill Bryan, said, he was like frozen. I'm not moving. Next thing I hear is that the front door is open, and apparently the police brought John in and just pulled him down and sat him down. the story I heard is that his eyes were like really white and
The
red
story
around
she
the
heard,
nose.
because she would not.
Yeah, Dad slept through the whole thing. So what I was going to say is that the whole reason I did not want to go downstairs was my hair was in rollers.
Yeah.
So I made Chris go downstairs, and she had to identify him. But anyway, so here's my mom, the most wonderful, brave woman. She's crawling over on her hands and knees, calling the cops because she thinks someone's breaking into the house. And here it is, my boyfriend, and then this rap. It's like, do you have teenage girls? You know, so this whole thing, and she was so brave, and my dad slept through the whole thing.
I love that.
Slept through every minute of it.
And the police took the poor guy to jail, and they called his parents.
And his
parents said, well, he's in bed sleeping.
Well, one of the best memories was when we were in Switzerland and we dropped her off at the hotel and we were going to park the car. Mom and I parked the car and Grandma was in the hotel room on her own. And we got out from the parking lot. We could hear this beautiful music, like choral music. And we thought, what is that? And we just sort of followed the sound of the music, and it was raining. And we got to this ensemble of these big long horns that they play in Switzerland, and probably Alphorns, yes. A choir of 15 people or so, and it was the most incredible music I've ever heard. And then there we look, and there's Grandma. She followed the same music, so music always brings us together. Love you, Grandma.
Most of it is with the son-in-laws. And every time she comes to our house to visit, Keith's house to visit, your house to visit, we always ask her to stay longer. Because we have such a wonderful time with her.
Amen.
And so, you know, she comes for 2 weeks and always stays 3. Which is just wonderful.
So comfortable, no wonder.
And everybody enjoys it. I think that's just wonderful.
Yeah, I think he's very good.
1, 2, 3.
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Rye. Happy birthday to you. Blow out the candles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.